writing is a very in 2011 I actually started, but serious writing I started in 2012, and then things fall into place. I met few people, and then I got offer from one newspaper to write a column for them, and I started that journey, and it's been continuing for 4-5 years. So if you ask me when did I start, its genesis is quite, many years back I started, but last 5 years I have been seriously doing that. In case of writing, there was no eureka moment for me. When I was in my school, one of my English teachers, he was selected for, he was a poet, his name is Bipin Patsani. So he got selected for one award in USA. So that really inspired me, and I thought that someday I would be a writer, because that was something that I was seduced into, because I saw my teacher getting an award in USA. But eureka moment, no, there's nothing such like that. It happened to me, and I don't know when did it happen, but no eureka moment as such. I believe every person in this world has a story to share with the world, and that's why I write. When I write, I don't try to write what is happening. I try to write what I feel about what is happening, and that's it. If honestly you ask me what do I write, I write about what do I feel about what is happening. See, there's a saying that every person has a different world. I mean, the entire earth is made up of many worlds. Each and every individual has their own idea of how the world works. And this is something I'm sharing, and when my readers can connect to what I write, they love my writing, and those who cannot connect, they don't love. I mean, that is true for every kind of, any writers, all the writers. If they say that they write based upon surveying the world, that would be a lie. They write what do they feel about what they see in the world, and then their readers, they can connect. Those who can connect to those kind of writings, they love the author, and those who cannot connect, they don't like the author. That's it, as simple as that. I don't know, honestly, because point one, I'm quite young to this field. It's been just 4 or 5 years I've been writing seriously. And point number two, for me, I didn't find writing as hard as what you're pointing to, because for me, writing is a hobby. I'm not a full-time writer. That's why maybe it helps me that I don't find writing so hard, because my livelihood doesn't depend, my sustainability doesn't depend on writing. So maybe I don't know what is hard in writing, but yeah, definitely. Initially I struggled with my English because there were some issues in my initial years, but now as time is going on, I'm feeling more comfortable writing. So see, reviews need not be good or bad. I mean, reviews is something a person feels about. I mean, if there are certain structural issues, then you have to keep in mind that okay, this structure, there's something wrong with the structure or the grammar. But if someone reviews on the philosophy that you're writing, I mean, at the end, it's the writer who decides what is he going to write. I mean, in terms of philosophy, if someone says that this is a good philosophy or bad philosophy, I mean, a writer shouldn't listen to what he is writing, his philosophy basically. But if someone points to your structure of writing and something like that, then yeah, you have to look into it. I mean, if there's something wrong with your structure or something, basic fundamental things are wrong, then you have to look into it. But if someone is pointing to your philosophy of writing, I think it's better off without listening to them. Life inspires me because, see, for me, a happy life is full of experiences. I mean, bad experiences, good experiences, doing so many different things. And then when you do so many different things, then you tend to inspire you that, okay, why not write something on this? People might find interesting about it. If people don't find it, that's okay. But in terms of inspiring me to write, it's life, I would say. If you ask me to describe myself, I love believing in dreams. I do believe in dreams, right from my childhood dreams. I do write down all my dreams, right from my childhood, teenage, young adulthood. And then I love following them after believing, and then I just enjoy life as it comes. But yeah, different kinds of experiences, if I feel comfortable, I do try. What happens is, my writing is never linear. I mean, I don't know how do other writers write. When I write a story, I don't write from start to the end. I write it like, sometimes the end comes to my mind first, so I write the end. And sometimes I start from the middle. My first book that was published, The Gift, very interestingly, I started writing from the middle. I didn't know what would be the start of the story or end of the story. Something connected to my heart, and I thought this would be a very good story, and I just started writing the middle portion. Same thing with recently I finished writing. Hopefully this book will come up, will be published this year only. The Bridge. I started writing the end very late, very late. But the start and middle I started from middle again. I don't know why does it happen that I will start a story from the middle. So my writing is like no special time. Most of the time I write evening or night after having dinner. Sometimes I don't sleep. If I don't feel like sleeping because things are coming into my mind, I will not sleep the entire night. Successive nights. Once it happened, I wrote 3 stories. I do write short stories also. 3 stories in 3 nights, and I didn't sleep. So no special time as such. Sometimes I'm busy during my normal time, and then I find something interesting and I start writing. But I have written few more books. One book is on. First book was a romantic fiction. The latest book that I have finished is an erotic fiction. It's a genre that very few writers try to write because of maybe the taboo that we have in India. But whatever. I wrote one science fiction, still unpublished. I'm writing a photography book, travel book. I have completed one poetry book also with 150 poems, and one inspirational motivation kind of a book. So if you ask me genre, I don't know. I love writing science fiction and I love writing romantic fiction. But yeah, I have a newspaper column that I write for a regional newspaper, and then in that newspaper column I write anything from finance to life to heartbreak to dreams to sports, all the topics that I find interesting. So I have no genre as such. But maybe down the line when I will settle into a more kind of a mature writer, I might find some particular genre that will suit my writing. But as such, like I told you, I love traveling, I love photography, nature photography. I love talking to people. I love frogs. I study on frogs. I love the taxonomic work that I do on frogs. I love so many things, but what I don't like is I don't like parties. I don't know why, because I think you might ask it again, what do I don't like? Other than parties, I like everything in life to experience. Okay. Simple thing. Whatever you feel, you do write. Not just aspiring writers, I believe each and every individual on earth, they have a story to share with the world. They should write. Because each and every individual has a story to tell someone. And that's why all of us, at least we have one story, one book within us, but we don't have the time or we don't realize that we should write. So that's something that I truly believe. And about aspiring writers, see, if you do research and then you write a book which might be a super hit, but after thorough research, it might be. But if you are not genuinely writing into it, let me put it this way, you write from your heart. What do you feel? What you feel you should write. If you write what audience wants after doing market research, how many times you will do that? Okay, you might have 1 blockbuster book, 2 blockbuster books, but when you keep on writing from your heart, your audience, same readers, they will still follow you, follow your writings all your life. So that's why write from your heart. Don't go for market research. Because readers are very smart nowadays. They have always been. Readers are always very smart people. They know what they're reading. They know if the writer was, genuine or he did research on his subject. So the reason I have read 19 of Paulo Coelho's book is because I believe he writes from his heart. He don't go for market research or what audiences or readers would love. So that's why whenever I read his books, I can genuinely feel that he's writing from his heart, and I can just connect to the way of his thinking. So aspiring writers, they should follow their heart. I always appreciate and love people who do something way out of the way. Creative work is always something that I always appreciate, and what Polaroid Creations are doing is very good. They're trying to, they're conducting interviews across spectrum, like they're interviewing writers, artists, other artists, and then they're helping them to have an exposure, which is very good, because people who start something in a creative world, they need an exposure, and Polaroid Creation is, with this unique idea of interviewing and promoting themselves, is a very good thing that they are helping. In our state, where we have so many political issues and so many social issues, a society or a community, they get upliftment from creative people because they are the torch bearers that they bring the change. And helping these creative people by conducting their interviews and bringing them out in the public is something that I appreciate, and I wish all the best to Polaroid Creation, and hope to see them flourishing and have a good time.